Okay, so welcome to my first ever video attempt of camp. I'm hopefully going to put quite a few videos together, but at the moment I am really bored because the camp is huge and I am pretty much the only person here. No one else has arrived yet, so using my new computer and a good dollop of geekiness, I thought I would put together a video just showing everyone who has been to camp before, kind of what changes have been made to camp, and maybe my parents and friends and things who always wonder where on earth I disappear to for 2 or 3 months in the summer. What is it like where I work? So that's the aim of this. I just dropped my glasses, hang on. So that's the aim of this, and hopefully you'll like the video, and I promise I'll do another video once camp gets up and running, just so people can have a look. And that's it, so let's see if I can do this. Okay, so this is my first attempt at narrating, so hopefully I'll get it done in one take. This is the entrance to the summer camp. It is 1.25 miles long, and it's a straight road. It's the first thing that you see on your journey into camp. Then you get to curved roads, and there are many curves. It's a very dramatic entrance. If you look left, there is nothing but forest for miles and miles and miles, and also right, nothing but forest. First sign of life you get is the archery warnings. Kids with arrows are dangerous. The type of kids we have at camp would probably fire the arrows at the car if they weren't told not to. So you can see the rickety buildings that they all stand in, and they should be targets, but we haven't got any of the targets up at the moment. Anyway, back on the road. We're going down, past curves, more forest, more curves, and eventually it kind of opens up and you get to the start of camp. So this is the first main part of camp you see. If you look left, you get the baseball diamond where the kids play their outdoor sports. Back to the road, if you look right, you are going to see all the cabins that the kids sleep in. So this is the north side cabins. That building to the right is Angus, which is my cabin when I first arrived at camp. The actual cabin itself has just had a bit of a revamp, as you can tell when I show you inside. There are now new beds, which look pretty damned cool, but not all cabins have them at the moment. This is my favourite cabin, stable, which used to be full of horses in the 1920s, and as you can see, this is old style iron beds. Stable also has a bat which flies around at night and scares the kids. Probably a health hazard, actually. Hen house, as stable was a stable. Hen house is also used to house chickens, and the councillor has his own door. The councillor there is the chief rooster. Next to the cabins, the camp is a peninsula. You can see the lake in the background there. Anyway, back to the road. Go down the road, and the road is kind of the spine of camp. At the end there, you've got the main lodge. To the left of the lodge is the dining room, and to the right is the infirmary and some other buildings. Directly left to this picture, though, is Bob's place. That's a decomposing skull. Bob doesn't want kids going near his place, and there is his four-wheeler, which he lets me drive. Back to the road, and if you look right, that is the infirmary. That's where I look after kids if they are sick. I try to spend as little time in there as I can, and if they're really sick, I can put them in an air-conditioned room, but I've never had to do that. I always just tell them to get over it and send them away. If you're looking at the infirmary and you look right, that is the view of all the cabins that I just showed you. So that's the view looking back up the hill. So you carry on going down the hill, and you get to the lodge and the circle. That circle in the middle is where kids get sent to sit all day sometimes if they are naughty. Look left, that's the dining room. Not much to say about that. It's where we eat. Look right, that's where I'm currently staying. I don't know where I'll be staying when the kids are here, but that's my place. Dining room now, you can see the dead animal. Bob's attached to the dining room. And this is the camp vehicle, which is purely here for my brother to see. I've been driving this pickup truck all around camp, and he likes pickup trucks. This is my room. As you can see, I'm a messy sod, and it doesn't matter because no one's around to care. Okay, so looking at the circle again, you've got the lodge in the background. Look closer, the mound in the middle is the fountain. Bob's just placed the fountain into camp. And back at the lodge now, The lodge is two buildings. Left is public, the right is for the director of the camp, but the director doesn't actually use it for the summer. Inside the lodge, you have got lots of dead animals, like this one. That's an elk, and this one, that's a buck. I think there's about 24 dead animals. At the end, you can see the lake at the back of the lodge, and going through the lodge, this is the view of the lake. We swim across the lake every morning, a small group of people, and we call ourselves Team Swim. We're a little kind of sad club, but it's good fitness. And to the right of the lake is the gymnasium. This is where all the kids run around, but at the moment the gym hasn't got basketball hoops, it's just got rubbish, because we're storing all the boats and things there for the winter. Okay, so back to the lodge. To the left of the lodge, there's a patch of grass, which I'm going to show you now. This is where the kids all have their picnics and things, and it's got a really nice view of the lake. If you keep on going across the grass, you get to a bridge, and you go far, far away till you get to a cabin called Far Away. This is where Tony, the director of the camp, he is staying. He used to stay there when he was the assistant director, and I think old habits die hard. He could move into the main lodge, but he doesn't. Back to looking up the hill now. To the right, there's some stairs. If you go up the stairs, you get to the south side cabins, and these are the south side cabins. They're kind of darker. That's my old cabin, because there's more forest overhead, and that's the washroom where all the kids have to shower. And right at the end, that's the laundry palace. Okay, so that's my first attempt at a video. What I was trying to say at the end was that I was going towards the laundry palace because I needed to collect my washing. That actually isn't that interesting. I should have probably not even mentioned that in the video anyway, but that's when I got cut off, and I don't want to try and re-record myself. But I did do it in one take, which I was quite impressed with. That's everything then. Just found out that Tony is arriving at camp in about an hour's time, so I'm not going to be in a deserted summer camp anymore, which is, you know, what horror movies are made of, and the next video will hopefully have some human life in it as well. Anyway, speak to you soon.